Yeah, hey, Woodsuck here again. Hope everyone had a great holiday. Glad for you to show up. Working on a small piece here. Small knot. Wish I got off the beach Southern Oregon a few years back. That's why it's got the weathered look, or worn look as you call it. Yeah, I'm using a small spherical diamond burr starting off here now. And this video is just going to be focusing on the small bits on the face, mainly around the eyes and the mouth and a little part of the nose, and then we're going to focus on the beard itself too, below his mouth. You're using the Stylo Plus here for the detail work. It comes in handy for this kind of stuff because there's no torque really required when you're doing these little touch-ups around the eyes. Yeah, I hit the face with this coarse grade steel wool throughout the process. It's a continuing cycle all the time, and it gives me kind of an idea what the outcome's going to be. Also encourages you to get excited about the piece as well, because you can start to see the face appear as you smooth it out. Yeah, I work on the eyeballs quite a bit, mainly the eyelids in this case. Had some problems earlier with developing the eyes, but now I finally found the position where they're going to be, and it's got the classic squinty look. And then I'm working with the brow there a little bit as well. I'm just trying to make a face that seems like it's mostly natural with the rest of the surrounding piece of wood. Like I said, this knot came off a beach, and it was a little bit smoothed out by the wave action of the ocean crashing on the beach, more or less. Yeah, a decent time to go look for these bits on the beach is usually after a storm. There's plentiful bits here and there. You always find some nice surprises. Yeah, I'm overdue for that kind of thing. Yeah, I usually carry various grades of steel wool and start off with the coarse and finish off with the super fine stuff. And it gives it a nice polished look at the end when you use the super fine grade stuff. For this session, I'm just strictly using one burr, and it's that small spherical diamond burr that you see here that I've been using all along throughout this video. And it's the perfect size for me to reach in there and get these small spots. So there's usually I bounce around with several burrs, but I found at this point, like, I'm not needing any other kind of burr at the moment. Yeah, I'm working on the mouth area here. I'm trying to give it some more shape. Instead of a straight line, I'm trying to add some natural look to it and push it back a little farther into the corners to make it more spherical, give it more depth as well. And if you think about when you're carving that the face is like a balloon, it's round or more or less, and so the eyes are going to be like not on a flat plane. They're going to be kind of curved to the sides and stuff, wrapped around a little bit. So that gives me a sense of three-dimensionality. There's times where when I first started out, I made it more flat looking. It looked more like a mask, primitive mask of sorts. So eventually I came to the conclusion that you have to think spherically, and it does help out. Yeah, I switched over to some other kind of steel wool that's less coarse. It's a less aggressive steel wool, and basically smooths things out a bit more without removing material, as opposed to the coarse grit steel wool. Yeah, when it comes to the detail work, I'm not as aggressive. I usually take things off in layers instead of all in one shot, because this is the critical point where you have to get the features done right, and if you overdo it, there's no like turning back to correct any mistakes that you might have made. So it's like usually us do a session, stop, analyze, then make assessments and look at areas that need work. I usually use a pencil to mark parts on the face that need to be modified or something like that. In the beginning, in the rough out phase, you could be a little more aggressive and not worry about removing too much before it's too late. Yeah, I'm gouging out some areas here randomly on the beard, give it some realistic look. Also some dimension as opposed to having a flat look. Give it some depth as well. The deeper you go, the better it looks too. There's that saying I think Jordy Johnson mentions all the time, carve deeper. That's basically the way you could look at this. So it's a big shout out to him as well. He's a good guy. Yeah, it's good to check out other channels too as well. Kind of diversify your appetite more or less for carving. You can learn all kinds of things from everyone. And I myself find myself perusing different channels for that same reason. Because with carving, it's always an evolution. You're always bettering yourself as well. And never fool yourself into thinking that you've reached the pinnacle. There's always another hill in the horizon that you have to climb. So another thing I do is keep a little notebook, write down ideas, and or if you're on have a smartphone or iPhone, you could jot them down in your notes. Using voice recognition is easy too. Just dictating into your smartphone if you come up with some ideas. Because sometimes you get distracted and you go, what the hell, I forgot what I was thinking, you know, like I had that cool idea, but then you wish you wrote it down or something like that. So another reason to take notes. Also wanted to mention that I'm going to definitely have a contest here very soon. I'm going to give away a box of blank knots for a contest, a giveaway of sorts. I've been mentioning that for a while now, but I finally had the time and wherewithal to get this thing off the ground again. So stay tuned. I'll be having something shortly up for anyone that's subscribed to join in and get a chance to win a box of pine knots that are from Oregon. And you can have a go at that and give it a shot. So it looks like we've reached the end on this video. I think I might have a final follow-up with this one, because I think you can always add improvements to a piece no matter what you do, and I think this one still could use a bit of help, but not that much. It's almost done. So thanks again for watching, and if you have any questions, always leave them in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer any questions. And until then, take care. Okay, bye.